Welcome to the first episode of NASCAR Talk with Nino. I'm the greatest, undisputed, the champ. You already know. What's up, y'all? This is the first ever episode I'm doing of NASCAR. It's going to be called the NASCAR Talk. We're talking about weekly results of every race. I'm going to try to do this every race. We're going to try to expand. But hey, we are here, y'all. Let me just, let's get the results in. So first we had our top 10. Let me do our top 10. We had Austin Cindric. The way he won the race is still funny because of the fact that Brian Blaney ran out of gas. But let's be real here. How things happened, how we got here, it was that Christopher Bell and Ryan Blaney were going side by side for the battle. I would say for like 10, 15 laps. Ryan Blaney playing the ultimate defense role. And then Christopher Bell gets a blown engine. It's just like, wow, which is like, who would have never thought this would actually happen? But the man still finished the race, ended up finishing P7. But yeah, that was we got so far. As far as that was a good race. Like I would say I enjoyed that race from head to toe. Strategy was played big time, but would have thought that Ryan Blaney would have ran out of gas at the end of the race. I would say basically for Austin Cindric to steal a race, I would say potentially steal a playoff spot. I'm not saying he didn't deserve it because a lot of people are saying he didn't. I say the reason why he was there in the race, he ran well, qualified well. The whole race, top 5, top 10, he showed speed. So this was the race that he could actually would have won. And here we go. We got him into the playoffs now. So yeah, it was my opinion overall. That was one of the greatest races I've seen so far this season. It was up there for sure. Denny Hamlin finished second. Brad Keselowski finished in third. We got Tyler Reddick in fourth. Joey Logano top 5. Austin Cindric. Dylan. My bad. Two Austins. My bad. Who would have never thought that Austin Dillon would have finished in P6? He did run well after that strategy. Like he did on the first stage. He took a 4-tire stop with everybody else that was in the back. Ultimately, that helped them strategy wise. Literally finished in P6. Would have never thought, to be honest with you, a P6 finish. That was a great thing for Austin Dillon. I don't have any expectations for that team. Something else. So like maybe that could be one of his potential best finishes this season, but we never know. Still got ways to go. Christopher Bell finished in 7th. Same thing with the blown engine. Shout out to Martin Truex Jr. Literally was giving him a little bit of push with 2 laps down. Obviously had to play the ultimate team game. Helped them out there to get a top 10. Carson Hocevar, what a great finish for the rookie. I didn't think, like I said, Spire was supposed to be better than my predictions early on. But the fact that he's carrying Spire shows that the kid has potential. Justin Haley finishing in 9th. I'm like, wow. I would like Rick Rare Racing, not the greatest equipment, but I always knew when Justin Haley was going to Rick Rare. At first, people didn't like it. The only reason I kind of liked it because of the fact that it can show what he can do. What we seen with not the best equipment because our Rick Rare does not have the greatest equipment. So the fact that he's able to finish in 9th in that, props to him. P10, Kyle Larson. He had a little scuffle there with Kyle Busch in the second stage. He got loose. I would say they say it's 100% Busch. I kind of like see it. It was 100% Busch. Busch was being a little bit aggressive too. Like he was showing, I would say he was throwing a tantrum again, like he was throwing the back of the day, like pre-championship Kyle Busch, I would say. But yeah, ended his race, but Kyle Larson still managed to finish P10. I would say that's a great finish. Ty Gibbs finished 11th. Ty Gibbs, he has shut me up. Ty Gibbs has been running really well this whole season. The fact that when I saw the playoff standing, he's 100 points above the cut line. Big improvement from last year. Definitely no sophomore slump that some drivers had sophomore slump. He's been doing great. Ross Chastain P12. We got Chase Elliott finishing P13. Chris Buescher, P14. Um, the fact that his teammate now you got Brad running better. Usually, you got one of the two finishing better. The way it's been looking is like it's just Brad finishing doing much better this year than Chris Buescher should have. Todd Gitterland finished in P16. He has to improve. He'll be fine. Chase Briscoe at P17. The fact that Stuart Haas is closing down, I mean, he needs to fight for his future. So I mean, he's gonna get a ride, but to show that he has more than what he's showing for, he needs to get there. Zane Smith, P19, not too bad. Oh, I skipped Daniel Hemrick, P18. Calling isn't that good this year, so the fact that he's able to get a P18, that's a kind of a win, I would say. Same thing goes to Zane Smith. He hasn't been able to crack the top 20 all year long. So the fact that he was able to get P19, that's a W. What's his name? Ricky Stenhouse, P20, average. Bubba, P21. Usually he's in the top 15s, battling for top 10s. Not great day. Noah Gregson, P22. Daniel Suarez, P23. This is what I gotta say about Daniel Suarez. Even though he got that win, like he just still hasn't been like showing speed, like in this Trackhouse teammate. So it's not like the speed is not there; it's there. It's just he needs to step up. I would say. Michael McDowell, P25. Ryan Blaney, man. Oh, I skipped another one. P24, man. That's shocking. To be frank with you, a defending champion. Oh, yeah, he ran out of gas today, but it's just hasn't been coping for him. I mean, I would say the Ford still got a lot of work to do. So it's like, yeah, it shows that they have a lot of work to do. P26 for Eric Jones. Same thing with his teammate, like John Hunter Nemechek, P27. Like, what are we doing here? Like, are we actually trying? It's just not working out for them. Alex Bowman, wow, P28. I would say I think it was 4 or 5 top 10 streaks has come to an end. So it's like it's gonna have to wake up because yeah, I mean I'm not saying it's bad, but usually it's top 10, top 15 all year long. Ryan Priest, P29. I don't expect anything out of that guy. I never had any expectations for Ryan Priest. So yeah, P29. Nothing crazy. Derek Krause, P30. Yeah, he's on a part-time schedule, but Caller racing equipment hasn't been the greatest either. So yeah. Harrison Burton, P31. I mean, not surprised. Same thing, per usual. He's not doing much. Corey LaJoy. I thought you were supposed to be better this year. That's what I was thinking the entire season. You guys were going to be better. More supposedly better equipment, more funding. Cambridge hasn't worked out for him. Literally, you have his teammate who's a rookie beating you out every single week. Welcome back, Cody Ware. Nothing special. P33. Truex was 2 laps down. Managed to finish P34. Kyle Busch, P35. That's what happened earlier. Wrecked. And Josh Berry had an issue with the tire. So he round up in P36 as scored last. And that rounds up that rounds up the racing order. Now let's take a look at the standings real quick because I actually was looking at a couple of things. I saw Kyle Larson's not issued as the playoffs. Not happy with it. That'll be another time. Hopefully, like I said, NASCAR can get their waiver. So hopefully we can get that soon. Also, I would say with the playoff standings, not including him because he's not there, but he's listed as the Drivers' Championship as P2. But so far, we got in the playoffs. We got Denny Hamlin, number 1. William Byron is 2nd. Christopher Bell is P3. Chase Elliott's fourth in the playoffs. Tyler Reddick is fifth. Martin Truex Jr. is sixth. Brad sixth. Seventh. I mean, Austin Cindric eighth. Ty Gibbs nine. Daniel Suarez 10. Chris Buescher 11. Ryan Blaney 12. Alex Bowman 13. Ross Chastain 14. Bubba Wallace is 15, and Chase Briscoe is 16. The ones that I'm kind of worried about that outside the bubble I didn't mention is Joey Logano and Kyle Busch. To their standards, obviously they're there for the playoffs every single year. I can say that like Ford hasn't been the greatest. Obviously, they haven't been that good this year. So it's like, yeah, it's hard to judge. I get it, but you need to wake up now because your teammate has a win now, and you don't have one. Obviously, Blaney still hasn't won a race yet, so it's like you guys have a lot of work to do. Maybe they'll probably be heading in the right direction. Yeah, they like I said, the last few weeks they probably they're heading in the right direction. He did win an All-Star race after all, so we got Iowa and New Hampshire. Maybe he'll get a win. I don't see none of the Penske drivers winning the road course, but we'll see. Obviously, Kyle Busch, like, I don't know what's going on, bro, because of the fact that he is P18 in the standings for the playoffs. Like, he needs to start waking up, man. It's coming, but bro, we cannot, bro. I can't see a Kyle Busch not making the playoffs. Like, to hit to that standards, that's like we've never seen that before. So a lot of work to do. I'm just gonna take a look real quick. Corson Hocevar is actually 20th in the playoffs right now. Me personally, he's not gonna. I don't think he'll make it unless he wins. But if he's able to get into contention they'll be good for next year. So we'll see how this goes. Honestly, what else I gotta say before I let you guys go? Everything else, yeah, the bottom is it's not impressing me. So, and then now we got Sonoma next week, actually. This is my top 5 that I have winning this race, actually. Obviously, Kyle Larson. I have Kyle Larson up there, obviously. I think one of the Trackhouse boys can make a little bit of work. From but what I was seeing the list was also we got let's see. Kyle Larson, obviously. Chase Elliott hasn't won a road course in almost 3 years. We'll see what he can do. AJ Allmendinger is always one of the guys that can actually do something in the road course. Chris Buescher also is a good road racer. Obviously, Michael McDowell too. We have him there. Christopher Bell, maybe. I mean, he can actually do a little bit of road course racing. He does have a road course win after all at Daytona road course. Let's see what he can do. Like I said, Truex, another driver too that I can see probably because he's a good road racer too. He did won this race last year, so it's interesting to see that. Cam Waters is gonna make his debut. I believe it was his debut. Yeah, his NASCAR debut, and Sonoma for stage 60. So we'll see how that goes. I don't have the information from the 33 car, so I'm not sure who would run it, but I don't see SVG in the list. So maybe maybe RCR brings him in. I doubt it, but that'll be cool for him to be in the 33 because it was supposed to be Brody for taking, but nope, he's not in there either. So yeah, that is what I got for this week's edition of NASCAR Talk. I'll be back next week. Again, Nino, live, subscribe. We'll be back next week. We're just getting started. Let's go. Peace.